everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. Come on.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I am Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
What's going on, YouTube? It is your boy, Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo. Let's Talk Football. I had to do it. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. In all seriousness, it's me, Nathan, back with another video presentation. I hope you're all well. Hope you're all staying safe. Happy Friday. This video is being recorded. This is episode, I cannot think of it, episode 18 of the podcast, Big D Sportstalk podcast. We are previewing the men's Final Four. We had two great games that are going up. The ladies, the Stanford game and the UConn game is just about wrapping up. We're in the fourth quarter. It is a really good game. But let's get into it. We're going to break down Kansas versus Villanova, Duke versus North Carolina, and I'm going to start with Kansas versus Villanova. I think that so far my bracket has held up for the most part. Kansas is, in my personal opinion, they are the best team and between the four. Got to give Bill Self his credit. This is his fourth straight Final Four. This is his fourth appearance in the Final Four. I do remember they lost to Kentucky back in 2012 and then lost to Villanova in 2018. So that program is just consistent. You got to give him that credit. Obviously, the Big 12 Player of the Year, Acha Agbadeji, that's how you pronounce his name. If I apologize if I name dropped that, I do apologize. Probably all-around defender. On-ball defense, tenacious rebounder, and he is the floor commander. He runs the floor. When I look at this Kansas team, I think that you've got four seniors. I think just one junior, and you got some couple sophomores and some freshmen. Like when you have Remy Martin, I think who's transferred into Kansas, he's having a great year. Also, he was national. He was outstanding player in the Midwest, and then he got. I know he came off the bench due to injury, but he's definitely been a good piece for them. Now, I think the biggest key for me in this game to watch with the Jayhawks is their perimeter defense. I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to defend. Now, I had to look back at some of the highlights. The Jayhawks do have a tendency of not staying consistent, particularly when they were playing against Providence, Miami. I believe Miami was up by 6 or 7 points. And also, too, seeing them battle back in both those games. But I mean, I haven't really. If you can make the argument that there really is no weakness with the Jayhawks. There's just none. This team, it just shows off confidence, leadership, and just consistency. Now, the Wildcats, Jay Wright, got to give him a shout out. Probably arguably you can make an case he's probably one of the best recruiters in the game right now. They are a top 10. They're top 10 offensively. If they're officially efficiency, they're top 10. And I believe they are in the top 20 when it comes to the defensive efficiency. Like, the way they close out games is one, the players trusting one another and Jay Wright giving those guys confidence. Like, particularly the free throw line. I believe the stat is they're shooting 83% from the free throw line. That's not bad. Another thing is, too, like, they have finished above 75%, maybe other than, I think, North Carolina. I think that is their strength, is their ability to close out games and get to the free throw line. Now, biggest thing that probably sticks out is their depth. Now, Justin Moore, I wish him well. Hope he's doing well. I wish him well in his recovery. He's out for an Achilles injury, because he is their second scoring leader on that team. Then you got, then I'm looking at, I believe his name is Caleb Daniels. So probably they'll put him in the starting lineup. I think the key is, one, not getting into foul trouble. Because, I mean, he's only using a 6-man rotation. And now, with Justin out, I'm kind of curious to see how deep he's going to go in his rotation. Now, on paper, this team, both teams, this should be a good game. Like, I think the biggest thing is for, like I said, for Villanova. How are they going to look without Justin Moore now? That's the key. That's number one. And then number two, can you look for Caleb Daniels to come in and step up? Now, obviously, we all know what the Big 12 Player of the Year is going to do. He's going to do his thing. But I'm looking at the second best player on that team, Remy Martin. Both of them got to come out, but Remy Martin is the factor to me to win this game. And it's just him even coming against Miami, coming off the bench, the energy that he gave in that game. Just be on the lookout for that. It's the energy that they give, that he's going to give for the Jayhawks. But I'm going to say here that the Kansas Jayhawks will beat the Villanova Wildcats. I'm looking along the lines of 75-68.
Guaranteed.
Let's move on to the next game. This is probably arguably a story in the making. Coach K goes up against those North Carolina Tar Heels. Now, obviously, they are North Carolina's number 8 seed. Is the 8th seed, and Duke is number 2. Okay. Now, congratulations, if Coach K. Well, and I'm sorry, with the Elite 8 win, he passed Coach Wooden for the most Final Four appearances. Congratulations, Coach. Now, Paolo Banchero is arguably his best player. I'm going to call it. I believe that he is a top. He's playing like a top. He will be picked within the top 5 or top 10 of this upcoming NBA draft.
Guaranteed.
I think he is the fact. I think he has been playing lights out. I like that there are times where he has a closer. He has a killer instinct, closer mode. He's particularly dangerous from outside shooting the 3. Particularly, I think right now he's 8 of 15. And when if he gets you one-on-one defender, he could his ability to put the ball on the floor and beat his opponent on the dribble. I think they're going to have to figure out, North Carolina, how to slow him down. I think that's the key. Now, I've always said that You live by the three and you die by the three. Now, when you look at Duke, okay, Pichero, Mark Williams, it's becoming a balanced offense. I'm a big fan of Jeremy Roach. I love his game. He's a good 3-point shooter, but I'm curious to see how this offense is going to look against North Carolina. Now, they're defensively, Duke struggles. Okay, example: they played Michigan, if I remember correctly. Didn't really do that well. Well, I'm gonna say this: their defensive schemes in the last few minutes of the game. Duke, for example, I remember. Excuse me. Who else did they play? They did play Texas. It's come up Texas Tech. I think it might have been. They have to make the adjustments, whether it's switching, whether it's stepping up on defense, double teaming, playing a zone, half court, full court press. They're probably, arguably, between these four teams, they are not a defensive first team. It's kind of like shooting threes, little to no defense. That's what I see. Now, I think again for Duke, they're going to have to be they got to hit their shot. It's going to be consistent with the threes and balancing out the offense. Now, I believe looking at it face first, Duke has the opportunity to win this game. Now, let me go over to North Carolina. Shout out to Hubie Davis. A lot of people, when he took the job, a lot of people were not feeling him getting the job, and he has proved his doubters wrong. Okay? This was the guy that replaced Coach Williams. Yes, they didn't play that well in the beginning of the season. As a former opponent of the ACC, Maryland Terrapins, we know that North Carolina has a certain standard of basketball. They started off 12-3, and they didn't have without a non-conference win. I think they went 4-3. But towards the end, if you paid attention, they started to pick it up. They started to hold each other accountable, and I think they started to play tight basketball. Now, okay, their offense is, to me, their best player. I will say, in my opinion, I believe his name is Armando Bacot. If I'm saying his name correctly, if I'm saying that right. I think, to me, he is one of the best defensive guys. But I'm kind of curious to see how he's going to look on the offensive side of the ball. That's my concern. They'll probably put him at the 4. They wouldn't put him on the wing. I'm kind of curious how they're going to fit him in the offense, because I mean he is one of the he can space the floor and kick it out to one of their shooters, but you got to take what the defense gives you. So they actually could play small if they wanted to. Kind of curious how they would do that. Now, Caleb Love, RJ Davis, Brady Manick, they have all been playing well. I do think that for North Carolina is particularly that game against Baylor is a great example. They have no depth. Right? They don't have depth to compete against teams like Baylor, Kansas, Villanova. I'll even say before they were knocked out, Arizona, Gonzaga. They don't have the competitive. They don't have that type of depth. Like when Manic got ejected, I believe it was in the second half of that game, and then Caleb Love was in foul trouble. Let's not forget that. They had to go into, they didn't have the depth to match up against certain teams. And also, too, that showed in the matchups offensively and defensively. Now, I think that the starting five he has out there, I think it's going to come down to a couple things. Can you, one, stay out of foul trouble, number one. Number two, how do you get a team? How do you open up the floor and get shooters open and get good looks at the rim? That's the key for me for Duke. Now, this North Carolina team, I think can make a surprise. They're the eighth. They came in as the 8th seed, but look at how they've been playing. Like, that's just good. That's one that's coaching, but that's, again, just quality basketball that they're playing. And you can't take that away from them. I think that's the key. As far as, again, for North Carolina, I just think that I want to see their identity. I want to see their identity and their best basketball out there. But I hate to say it, I'm going to give it to Duke. I think Coach K is going to go and be in his. He will get to his last national championship. Final score: Duke University 79-69.
Guaranteed.
That are my predictions. Those are the keys to the games. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win? What do you think of who do you see going to the national championship? Tell me what you guys think. But ladies and gentlemen, be tuned in for future episodes. Like I said, once this game with Stanford and UConn go off tomorrow or Saturday, tomorrow is Saturday. Saturday evening or Sunday afternoon, I will recap those 4 games. And then once tomorrow, these four teams will play, and I will recap those games as well. Be tuned in for the Mock Draft 2.0 alongside myself and Sean Spencer. Also, too, WNBA Mock Draft 3.0 is coming up, so definitely be tuned in for that. And also, too, ladies and gentlemen, check out and be tuned in for the Orioles and Washington Nationals expectations for this upcoming season. But before we close it out, I want to give you the one last word. Yeah, buddy. Hope you all have a good weekend. Stay safe. It's April. Let's take this opportunity to start doing some spring cleaning. Let's take this opportunity, whether it's the house, whether it's yourself, get yourself ready for the spring. Let's be productive and let's make it a good spring. The springtime, that's when we get all the hibernation mode and we're getting out and being active. So that is my message. Let's start spring cleaning. So with that being said, it is your boy, Nathan Snell, signing off. I want to also give a shout out to Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo from Let's Talk Football. But I'm out. Peace. Stay up.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The line. The line.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.